Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the SCECast. This is our new podcast. We tried doing this last week, didn't work. We're back here again. I have with me Sprite Corner Esports co-founder, Church HB.
Below there.
As well as our amazing players, Detective Pro.
Hello!
And Timeless.
What's going on?
And I'm TehDompie. So, what have you guys been up to? We'll start with you, Church. What you been up to this week?
Playing Street Fighter, Multi-Blood type Lumina, and Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Like, my life depends on it. As one should. As one should, I think. I've just been grinding the games for Evo. That's all I'm doing right now.
Okay, nice. How about you, Timeless? What you been up to?
Been streaming, man. Been
trying
to get better at SF6, you know. Trying to learn that Ryu.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Doing the thing.
Alright, and Crow, what you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of things, I won't lie.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
I started listing them off for a quick and short. So, of course, I'm back to streaming now, and now have a consistent schedule, thankfully. And, because recently I finally got my graphic designs from Church. Again, thank you again, Church.
Yeah.
And then I've been focusing on my hobbies with drawing. I've been trying to improve that and get more, put in a lot of practice so I can start doing more traditional and digital art. And then with that too, what I want to try at least, I try to get good enough to where I could also make content for myself, but also if anyone want to commission me, which I will start with low whenever I do get there, commission art for anybody.
Nice.
You mean you would draw anything?
Yeah, I would draw anything, anything that's PG-13, not everything.
The wheels were turning for a second there.
I'm about to have Crow draw a picture of Donkey Kong, and overhead it's gonna say monkey mode.
Monkey mode.
Monkey mode.
Nice. Alright, cool.
Return to monkey.
As for me, I've been playing this game that came out this year. I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's called Gal Guardians Grim something? Oh my gosh. It's in the Galgun franchise.
For a second I thought that was one of the sickest transitions towards you saying that you were playing Street Fighter 6. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this game called Street Fighter 6.
Gal Guardians.
True.
Yeah.
I've not heard of that one.
Yeah, so
No, I haven't heard of it.
it's like a Metroidvania, but it takes place it's anime girls, and they go to school, and school is basically Castlevania that day when they show up, and they're like, "What's up with the school?" And then they have to explore, and it's just a big Symphony of the Night homage.
You might have to link me up, my man. That kind of sounds interesting.
I got you. Here, let me find a link.
The first thing I see was a chick that has horns and big boobas. I won't lie. That was the first thing I see on the recommendation.
You know, that's not the worst thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's effective marketing, Crow.
I mean,
that's fair. We are in the anime community. What else? What is not a great marketing strategy?
Don't defend it like that. No, we're in the FGC part that has the anime girls in it.
I mean, hey.
Hey, it's still part of the anime community too. Okay,
I'm a Yumi main.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, look, we need more anime girls.
There, I shared it to the team discussion. If you want to check it out.
Really did. All right.
Dumpy's like, I'll drop the link.
Yeah, I mean,
ooh, hello. This actually looks interesting.
We need more Akatsuki's.
Look at this.
Markotskis.
I mean, look, I love Hollow Knight. I played a little bit of what's that one? Have a Nice Death. That one's cool too.
Oh, I haven't played that one. Is it really good?
It is kinda tight. I'm not gonna lie. I only played it the one time though, but it's pretty good.
Okay,
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It's interesting.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move on to one of our main topics of today, and I thought it'd be a little interesting. So, we'll rewind the clock a little, go back in time. 2017. Do you guys remember this fighting game that came out? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
Yes.
Oh yes, that was.
It was an interesting looking game.
So a big controversy with that game when it came out was how it looked, because it doesn't look very pretty, right? And there was a famous
Define
interview.
pretty real quick, because pretty's in the eye of the beholder.
What's that?
Define pretty real quick.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Okay. So it's not visually fun to look
Didn't
at.
look as good as versus as 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it had a lot of
like a more like comic-y feel and cartoonish in a way.
I wasn't sure if you meant like the gameplay itself or the way the game physically looked.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean graphically, and
True.
there's like lots of issues that people had with it, but right now I'm focusing just on that aspect, the graphics.
The
Okay.
visual.
And so
Graphics wise, I think it's fine.
yeah, well, the thing is, whenever it came out, there was a famous interview by Combo Fiend, who was a former Street Fighter pro who ended up working at Capcom, and he basically said that people don't care that much about what character they're playing as. Like, they don't care much if they're playing as Magneto. They care more about having a 3-way dash. That's why they played Magneto. And he made the whole thing that, like, people only play characters for function. They only want the function. They don't care about the actual character or the aesthetic. And so that led to a whole controversy. Someone made a mod of Marvel 3 where it was called Function versus Function, where they just made all the characters look like mannequins, basically. You couldn't tell the difference between them. So,
Neat.
yeah. I just thought that'd be kind of interesting to talk about. Like, how much does the aesthetic actually matter, or is it all about function for you guys? Let's start with you, Timeless. What do you think?
Style versus function.
Yeah.
Gotta have the style, baby. You gotta have the style. Got to, man. That's why I play these games. That's the reason I play fighting games. The reason I got into this stuff in the first place is because these characters look so dope. You know?
Yeah.
You got a point.
Oh,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, fighting games are like the only, well, not the only. They're one of the best genres out there for like exploring character designs, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
I would
Nice.
agree as well, personally. Like, I feel like character design, it's like so important than like, you know, moveset and stuff. A moveset can look cool, yes, but as long as the character design looks good and it gets people's interest, like it piques their interest in getting into that character because of how they look like, I feel that's an important sell of the game more, you know, than like, I guess graphics per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta make them look good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know.
okay.
I mean, obviously, you know, graphics ties into like visuals, but like, you know, the design of the character is like so important.
See what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, it really is, right? Like, you can't attach to a character, or you get attached to a character by how they look most of the time.
Mm-hmm. True.
I mean, look how people are with Chun-Li and Juri, and also Ken and Ryu.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Go
what-
into that. Explain. Wait, what?
I'm not gonna go into more depth than that.
Go into
I
more
can-
detail.
I can
Wait.
go into more. I can
Okay,
go into more
okay.
detail.
Okay,
I can
obviously,
definitely go into more
you
detail
know,
about
the obvious part, you know, sex appeal. I guess that's an obvious one.
that. Very
It's like
much
a
so.
no brainer.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then again, I guess like how characters look cool. I guess it's just like it's just how people prefer. Because obviously, there's some people that are like, oh, this chick looks sexy. I want to play her. Like people play Ivy because you know that's the main thing of Ivy. And then like me, I like people who look cool. So let's put an example. Like Jin Kazuma. He looks pretty
Yeah.
cool. Especially that
Define
hair.
pose cool to me. Hold up.
I love.
I
Okay,
wanna deep
I
dive
guess
into
I
this.
love. I guess for me, I love emo or
Yeah,
dark,
uh-huh.
and also like masculine characters as well.
I agree. That's pretty cool. Go on.
Okay. Do you like
Okay, and
short
then I
characters?
guess example. I guess Link. He looks cool when he was in Soul Calibur 2, and that's why another thing too. I love the Zelda series because how Link looks because of his outfit. He just like cartoony,
Okay, that
but
is nothing like what I thought you were explaining. You were explaining.
don't-
You
No, that's not really emo or
okay,
masculine.
okay,
Like what you just
no. Let me try and finish. Link is also emo as well. Have you not played Twilight Princess?
Oh my gosh, the
Emo,
one game.
huh? I would not put Link and emo in the same sentence, TBH, but
Yeah, no, you had to look at either Majora's Link and Twilight Princess Link. That is emo Link, dude. Man turns into a wolf. Okay,
I wouldn't
This
even
is
call
emo.
Dark Link emo Link.
I mean, you know, he's Twilight Link, I guess. You know.
But
the
anyway,
movies. Anyway.
I feel you.
Okay.
Anybody?
I guess to say I just like dark characters sometimes. Okay.
Okay,
And then-
you like moody characters. It doesn't
Not
matter
moody
what they're wearing.
not moody. It's just like I don't know. I like. I don't know. I like emo characters. I guess.
Like
yeah,
Ragnar.
man. Hey, you know, who
That's
doesn't
why,
like
that's why I play I play Adachi because he's emo.
And tell me you play Akatsuki because he's emo.
No,
You
no,
like these
Akatsuki is more of a dork, okay? But
Yeah.
I say
Dork.
he's a badass though when it comes to like how he fights. Okay.
Interesting. Dork.
His Blitz motor is running at full capacity. I definitely think that is pretty edgy and something I can see on a t-shirt and a Hot Topic.
You know
It's just
who's
that,
edgy?
then again, realistically, the Blitz motor is in his stomach, so that's why he does get hungry a
Oh.
lot.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You know
Well,
who's edgy? Shin.
You know who's real edgy? Seth from Under Night in Earth.
True.
True.
I think he has mommy issues. Okay, I think that's the thing with Seth.
Mommy issues,
Oh.
huh?
Going on to the like the side of style though.
Yeah, I
going
wanna get
back
your
to that
opinion,
before
Jer.
We got way carried away with
Yeah,
it.
go back on topic.
With hot topic, back to Hot Topic. Sorry.
Where Seth shops.
Okay, so I started with my competitive esports career in MOBAs, right? And so I started off with League of Legends and Smite, and those games have a ton of characters in them. And so whenever you're first picking out which character you want, you have a tiny little bit of coins that you can put towards one character, or you can save up for an even better character. So usually you just end up buying the character that you think looks the coolest at the very beginning of the game. And I think that's the same kind of mentality that's stuck with me through fighting games. So I still always go for the character that I think looks the coolest in the beginning. That being said, there are some games where it's like every character looks really cool, which makes the whole game kind of seem monotonous sometimes. And then there's somewhere that doesn't happen, and sometimes the characters are not as cool as I think they are. But I also,
Well, you know, actually, I have a decent example. It's not necessarily about fighting games, but a good example of this is when in gacha games, when you first start, you're just trying to build your account. You're trying to like get like cool characters and use all the cool characters, stuff like that. But then when you get towards the end game stuff, you start to use the characters that just function the best.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
that can help you clear that no matter what they look like. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Anyway.
but do you also have one character? Sorry, I'm specifically thinking you're talking about Genshin Impact right now,
Well,
or
not
something of this
particularly.
sort.
I was thinking
Or-
Fire Emblem, to be honest.
Oh.
Okay. Well, do you keep that one character on your team that you like no matter what, even though they are bad? You just curate the rest of your team around them.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
me with Corrin.
That's me with Punishing Grey Raven, actually.
Yeah.
I would say though, Corrin is my absolute favorite like Fire Emblem protagonist, so it's why like I keep him on the team even though he's not the greatest.
Okay, so you're going for like efficient, but you're still going for efficient around
yeah.
one like thing that you like more than the others.
True. Yeah. You know, you gotta have that balance.
Pretty much a premise of gacha games.
Yeah,
So
just like a little bit of compromise.
Gotta have that balance, you know.
So I guess that kind of leads me into the idea, like, how many of you guys have stuck with the character that you thought looked coolest, or moved on to a character that served a function better for you
I
in a
still
fighting
play
game?
Seth Baby.
Ooh, that's
Every
me
day.
with my characters because
Yeah.
my mains were at the time like when I first started. I mean, Adachi never changed. That part didn't change when I first started BB Tag. I main Narukami Adachi, and that's Team Esports, and I didn't know about it at the time or knew it was a top tier team. I played it because they were my two favorite characters in Persona 4. And
True.
but over time, like once I got better like knowing the game and of course the characters, and this is where eventually I moved on with Akatsuki, because Akatsuki is he's a very optimal character. He's very easy to pick up. He does good damage. He's not overpowered, but he does good damage.
True.
Yeah.
But whenever I
Yeah,
want,
he-
but over time I learned, like Yumi, Susanoo, that team just pretty much insta kills you. That goes from team 17 to 18k.
Yep.
So it was just like once I learned through that, and I come to realize because with that team, if you make one mistake, you can lose your character entirely. So what I had to change up with that, I had to swap over to Ragna. And Ragna by himself, like, he does a lot of damage, especially when you get that assist going. Because depending what your character is, which is why I went to the Dachi and Ragna team. That team can do over 16k, and if I do it right, a certain route, I can do 17.
Gosh.
So over time, I figured out that it was the most optimal way if I ever wanted to do a full-on punish from like a DP, and I have 5 bars.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned over time that sometimes damage can be more important when you really want to win sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I guess given the context of it, right? Like where
Yeah.
you're playing at and what you're competing in.
So
Yeah.
for me,
So it's
like,
different casual.
I've got a really good example of this. Like in Smash Ultimate, I had said for like years since the fighter ballad of Smash 4 that if they add Banjo, I'm maining Banjo, and I don't care how bad he is. I'm gonna main him.
True.
And then he came
Yeah,
out
yeah.
2019, and guess what? He's both bad and he's lame.
And Heath Lane.
Like, not only is he like a bottom 10, like maybe even bottom 6 character, but like
Damn.
he's not interesting, and he has like the second lowest damage output in the whole game.
Damn.
And so that kind of really challenged, how I thought I approached picking characters. And so now the character I play is the most function character in the game, me Brawler, and that character's so fun.
Brawler.
That character's a blast.
Hmm.
And I've been
not fun to
happier
play
ever
against.
since. And
Brawler
so-
is a fun character to use.
I mean, I would agree with you. He just looks like shit.
He does, yeah.
You could make him look like whatever you wanted to, though.
You can play as Reggie.
You can make him.
I'll
Sans
make
from
him look
Undertale.
Make him look like Esam, I
True.
guess.
You could make him look like Shin from Amnesia Memories.
Oh my god.
If
No.
only
Make
he
him
was in
look
the
like
game.
make him look like Dante. He's
Yeah,
that
you
character
could do
you
that.
Yeah, you can actually.
in the game.
Yeah, you can do that.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't really say like
Dante.
no one ever, the function doesn't matter, because for me it certainly did, and I thought I was gonna main Banjo. I really did.
Rip to Banjo, man.
Yeah, man.
And it sucks too, cause like, if you it depends of how you can make it work. Cause obviously, let's put an example like True Care. Neo is not a top tier, but yet he was able to make that work because it's working hard and dedication, and also able to do many reset options with Neo. So which is why he does a lot of damage because of so many reset options.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he makes
So-
people think Neo's not that bad.
Yeah. He's tricking him.
Yeah, he got them to put her up 2 tiers.
But the thing is, from what I know, of course, like certain frame data can be good with certain moves, so you can have an advantage with certain parts of, like, for example, Neo has one of the best air to airs, and she beats out a lot of the characters. So let's put like she beats out majority of the Persona characters when it comes to air to airs, and. Because if you, for example, if Adachi does JB, Neo beats that completely. It's in her favor because it breaks the Persona and it hits Adachi. So you cannot like JB in the air with Adachi because of the advantage in frame data for the air-to-air moves. So that's the thing as well. If you learn more what button you have an advantage with this character, they may not be the greatest, but they have some advantages here and there. So, of course, you find time and what work, and you can make a quote-unquote a bottom-tier character into like a top tier.
True.
Okay.
So for me personally, it can be, you can make it work if you put time and dedication and learn stuff. But of course, there are some parts where, like, again, it can be true, or like they don't do their best, and it's sad. It makes us sad because we don't want to put that character down, but we have to in a way. So when that certain stuff happens, it sucks. But I know in certain games, of course, certain characters, you can make them to be a strong fighter if you put in time and effort into it.
Going into that same idea of like compromise that we were talking earlier with the gacha game things, it's just the compromise that you're making is a little different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it sounds like, do we kind of think that you like maybe at first you pick the character that looks, most visually appealing to you, but then you at a certain point you kind of graduate to the character that suits you best function wise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be that somebody becomes more appealing over time.
Yeah.
True that.
There's not always
That
love at
too.
first sight. Sometimes you have to learn about them a bit first.
True that.
Yeah.
You know, you realize you wake up one day and be like, oh wait, this character kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, Timeless, have you ever had that happen? Where, like, you just wake up and a character you never looked at before, you're like, wait, they're kind of tight, actually.
Yeah, Aegis and Smash.
Ah, okay, that's
Nice.
fair. That's a good pick, actually.
Yeah.
I feel
Yep.
that.
I was like, at first I was like, eh, but then I'm like, wait, she kind of tight.
That was me with Charizard and Smash 4.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because man, Charizard and Smash 4 was strong. Especially that side B when it landed.
Mm-hmm.
It
Honestly,
did so much damage. And I didn't think Charizard was that good because, you know, Pokemon Trainer was not that greatest either in Brawl. So... But when they made them all separate characters in Smash 4, it was like super different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, another one too is Kimberly in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, yeah. She is pretty tight.
Yeah, I didn't really care about her before, but I was like, you know, I see her second DLC, I see her second costume, I'm like, she looks
Maybe.
kind of cool.
That's a cool costume. That's fair.
It is a good costume, honestly. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, alright, I see.
All right. How about you, Church?
Incineroar.
Oh, really? You came around.
Incineroar.
on the
Sorry,
same-
I was like drawing a blank, and I was like, there was a long time where especially in Ultimate. So whenever I played Smash 4, I competed in Smash 4. That was the first like competitive fighting game that I got into. I played Corrin. Corrin was my main. Going back to Corrin.
Yo, same.
Nice.
I really liked Corrin. So after Smash Ultimate came out, I tried Corrin. That wasn't it for me. It was like driving a completely different car. I didn't know what was going on. Every single time there was a DLC patch, I turned to TehDompie and I said, "That's my new main."
Yeah.
That was me when I saw Corrin.
I went through every single DLC character, and then I was like, I'm a Min main, and I was sure I was a Min main for a while. And then I went to a tournament one day, and I was like, but the heart says grab.
Oh no.
It says grab.
The heart
God.
says grab. And so I played that tournament with Incineroar after just like having lightly played the character the night before and being like, man, that was a ton of fun. I should do that again. And I had so much fun the second time that I was like, okay, that's a character I need to go back and revisit because there's something there.
Heart
There's a
said
spark.
grab.
All right. So, you know, also kind of really quick, what do we think is the most stylish fighting game out there? We'll start with Crow.
Go girl.
Ooh. Dude. I actually genuinely don't know because
I have an easy answer.
I really don't. Like, because honestly, when I see like a visually like stunning fighting game, there was not much goes on in my head because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a lot of things I see in fighting games are kind of generic, which is why I don't call it like visually appealing. But I mean, the supers can be cool. I mean, those obviously are ones, but like in general, like visualize, there's not much to go on.
Okay.
So I have a I don't know answer.
Well, maybe, okay, we might circle back around and see if you've thought of something by the end. Okay. Timeless, you said you had an answer, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what you
I
got?
think everybody can agree with me when I say Under Night.
Ooh, you got a point.
It does
Yeah,
ooze
I mean-
style, yeah.
The combos, the finishers, Yuzu being in the game, obviously.
The assassin.
Yeah, that one too. You know, that guy, I forget his name, but you know, him in there too.
Yes, Akatsuki,
Yeah.
so stylish.
Yeah, you know, I mean, all those characters got the style.
Yeah,
Both
that's true.
visually, with the drip, and the combos.
The combos look very cool, very fun to do.
Yes. Yes, they are.
All right. How about you, Church? You got something for us?
I think Skullgirls is one of the most stylish games I've ever seen.
That's another one.
That's a
That's
good
another
pick.
That
good
game,
yeah.
like that game looks crazy. And
I
then
think it's another
okay,
good one.
you know, there's this thing with like anytime that I've played BB Tag, Under Night, Persona, whatever, Melty, where it's like, okay, I've hit a point where I'm like, yeah, this combo's pretty good, and then I look up something on the internet, I'm like, okay, what I've got is pretty similar to that. I just need to modify like these maybe 5 things here. In Skullgirls, it was the first time that I ever looked up the combo and was like, man, what I'm doing is only 1/16 of this person's combo.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, actually,
that.
yeah.
Spitting.
So, I think that game is crazy. I think each character just is so stylish, and then just the different customization options that you have in Skullgirls, being able to switch between how many characters you have on your team, switches it up so like visually it's different each time.
Yeah.
Especially as just like a viewer of it, you know, you're not watching the
Oh, yeah.
same match happen every single time. So even if you see one character who's the obvious crowd favorite, you're not probably going to see them in the same way each time.
Except
Yeah.
Peacock.
Oh,
But, you know, that's another story.
Yep. Yeah.
true.
That's another story for another time. You know.
But I
No,
think
I
Skullgirls
think-
is super stylish.
That's a good pick. I think for
It
me,
really
I'd
is.
have to go with man, probably Smash Melee.
Melee. True,
Melee
that's
style
another
is
good
pretty
one.
crazy.
That's another good one.
Like whenever you swag on someone in Melee, it's different. Like you swag on them because you know exactly where they're going to be for the next 20 seconds.
When you get swagged on, that sticks with you for life.
It does feel bad.
You know?
That's
You
true.
don't have the energy to rage quit or to do anything. You just have to absorb
put the
the
con-
emotion.
Just put the controller down. It's over.
Put the controller down and think.
It's Jover.
It's Jover.
It's over.
All right, you still gonna go with I don't know, Crow?
Yeah, nothing.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Honestly, there's a lot of really cool, stylish fighting games.
Okay, can I flip
BB
this out?
Tag's
What's
another
the most
good one,
fun
too.
stylish?
Sorry, what'd you say, Timeless?
I said BB Tag's another good one too, honestly.
It is. All right.
Yeah. All the team combos and cross combos and everything like that you could do.
I mean, 'cause the combos
What?
can be cool, but I thought you were talking about like visuals and like supers and then actual in-game.
Well, yeah, the
visuals.
whole package, not just
the
combos.
whole thing, you know?
But-
Yeah, the only thing I could just say,
Well-
like super wise, probably just Marvel's Capcom 3. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Getting
And
Virgil.
what were you gonna say, Church, earlier?
What's the most unflashy, stylish fighting game?
Dengeki Bunko.
Dengeki
Huh.
Bunko?
That's an interesting one.
Really? Why Dengeki Bunko? Hold
That
on.
is interesting.
Everything's too green, so there's
Too
not much.
green.
Oh my
color.
gosh, what do you have against green?
No, it's just too much of the same color. Is why, especially
Really?
like your HUD, your UI is all green too. So that's like for me, I don't like that series because it's just too plain.
Doesn't like the green. Interesting.
I'm offended.
I would not put that one in there, honestly. Mine the dullest one? Ooh, gosh. Maybe Grand Blue or Street Fighter, TBH.
Which
Which
Street
Street
Fighter?
Fighter?
Hold on.
I don't know. Probably 5.
I think Phantom Breaker Omnia.
I love Grand Blue, but I don't know, man. That game is kind.
Grand Blues, yeah.
Yeah, I love Grand Blue. I love playing it with the boys, but it's not my favorite. I ain't gonna hold you.
I
Keep
think
it a bean.
That's how you know you're good friends with Timeless. You convince him to play Grand Blue with you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you know, I got quite a few people who like it, you know what I'm saying? So I like to play it with them and chill.
The reason why I like Grand Blue was because of Lil Wayne, and that was it.
Yeah. Loane's cool.
Wayne is fun.
The
There are
bros.
some nice characters in Grand Blue. There really are.
Yeah, the character designs are pretty awesome.
They are. They're nice, and they're adding more characters too. And the new one they got,
True.
they just announced one
Siegfried.
today. So yeah, I don't know who she is or what she really does, but I'm like, alright, cool.
You know,
Or like Shin.
oh gosh.
Yeah.
I think the most unstylish game, the most let's see. I think it's Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, you know what?
yeah.
I could see that. Honestly, I've seen plenty of that game too, and it's
Again,
We're
I
talking
can,
the whole
I
package
can,
still too then. 'cause the
I
story,
can
right?
say too again, the main theme was yellow for Mortal Kombat 11, but that's kind of like overshined everything in the match because you can tell how everything is again the same color, especially in highlights. So it was just yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too much of it the same color. That's why I
feel
kind of
ya.
disapprove it. Same thing with Dengeki Bunko.
yeah,
Okay.
too monochromatic.
So it's all about that color scheme. Gotta have a good color palette.
Yeah, because if you keep it
love
like
multiple colors.
the same color palette, then it just like it's not visually appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'm a man who loves multiple colors.
nice.
I feel that. That's why I like BB Tag.
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
rainbow
say-
colors.
Yeah, whenever you get a super, or like one in Residence, you get the Residence Super. There's 4 colors on screen at the same time.
That's funny.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
at the
you
very
did
end.
the
yeah.
there's
Yeah,
you
resonance
get
finish,
resonance.
super finish.
There's you get
The
all
Residence
4
finish.
colors from the box on
Yeah,
your screen at once.
yeah, I got
That thing
you.
is like opening up a box of crayons and just seeing where the colors go.
Yo, I used to love to have the big
Like,
box
I-
of crayons.
Whenever I
When I
was
was a
starting
kid.
fighting games, I couldn't deal with anything that wasn't like super shiny, flashy, and in your face. And BB Tag was like a bright, shining light. It was so colorful.
One thing that was a missed opportunity because you know how they added guest characters in 2.0.
yeah.
They could have expanded the colors with like the characters' colors. Like for example, Yumi's like sky blue, Akatsuki's is like a
Brown.
brownish color, and then Heart's pink.
Yeah.
We could have went like the additional colors as well. It was such a
Yeah.
missed opportunity for the UI.
Well,
Get more colors in there.
Hey, we got like an additional. Didn't they change out the health bars and stuff?
Oh yeah, the health
They
bars
did.
was like
I
They did
forgot
change
about
that.
that. Yeah,
I
that
don't know,
was
it-
changed.
it felt old fashioned.
yeah. And the timer. They changed the way the clock looks too.
Yeah.
True.
They did change that around, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's
You know,
different.
they left the little gaps open to add more diamonds on the side, and so everyone thought they were going to add 2 more franchises.
Oh yeah.
What franchises would you guys have wanted?
It probably was supposed to be, but negotiations didn't work out well, so which is why
Margaret
BB Tag
Tag.
was like not expanded on.
Yeah.
Hashtag Hatsune Miku for BB Tag, please.
Yeah.
Tag resay for tag, please.
Hey, speaking of which, Hatsune Miku, they had a Project Diva arcade at this one place in my town. It's so cool, and actually, it was super fun. I played the game; it was like really fun. It was a fun rhythm game.
It's a fantastic rhythm game. It's so good. Put her in BB Tag. She could have a super like Rize.
It's gonna
and
be
just go with
Rise,
the rhythm.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, but put her in there. I don't know. She could style on you. She would be the stylish character in the game.
Doesn't Rise have a Hatsune Miku colors?
No,
Yes, she does.
To.
but
She's
it's
got
it's a
to.
reference to another character, and it's close enough to Miku.
In P4AU, I think she does. I think.
That makes sense, right? Well, okay. Let's move on to our next big topic, which kind of ties a little bit into the former topic. So, talking on character functions, specifically character archetypes, like, rushdown, zoner, grappler, shoto, trap character, whatever. What do we think is the easiest archetype to get into? And
Anyone
I'll
that
start.
skips neutral.
I think it's I think it's rushdown. I think rushdown
I-
is super easy to pick up and play.
Yeah,
True.
Rushdown is super easy, which is why, again, Akatsuki is a very, like, Rushdown type character as well. And also has a good neutral... What is Akatsuki? Is he considered Rushdown or Shoto?
I think in BB Tag he's rushdown, right?
I'd consider him a Shoto.
Yeah, honestly, he has a little bit of everything. So
Like, I'm thinking
He's
about
like
it.
a,
It's
he's
kind
like
of
a
hard
mix
to
of
say.
both.
Yeah,
I would say a Shoto
Because-
you
TV.
could say both, and either one would be correct. I'd say.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
technically he can do both, and especially adding all that pressure on you, he can be, like, pretty much a Rushdown
Yeah,
character.
he's very
Especially, Bitatsu. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. What do you think, Church?
I feel biased. So I like starting off with zoners.
You think zoners are easy to play?
I don't know. I think it's hard because I like zoning. I think it's a lot easier to pick up deciding someone's angles from a distance and being okay with messing up once here or once there because they still have some time to get across the full screen, as opposed to getting it wrong up in their face and they can punch you.
Well, that is
I
true.
think it gives you a little bit of time, or at least that's my take from it. That's why I'm like, maybe I'm biased towards it because I get away with some more stuff. And I think because I get away with a little bit more, it's a little bit more lenient. Maybe a little bit more forgiving. That being said, like, there's still definitely room for error there, right? There's going to be room for error whichever class you're going to, but I'm going to lean towards zoners. I think zoners are probably easier to pick up at the beginning.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. What are your
I mean-
thoughts, Timeless?
Well, you know what? I honestly would have to go with a Zony type of way as well. Just because, well,
No
I
news
play...
forever.
Yeah, true. I play Yuzu, so, you know, I love to
I guess
just
she's a
skip
zoner.
neutral. And, you know... Huh?
What do you classify Yuzu as?
God, she's like a mid-range zoner.
I
Okay.
think that's fair.
Yeah, she can't go full beams like Batista can, but she can definitely keep you away.
Okay.
For sure. And I would definitely... And her block strings are nice to where you can just press buttons and still not get hit.
I would say
So,
I would
yeah.
agree with y'all, but only because when you're new, either players don't have, you know, knowledge of what the character can do with zoning, which is why you get away with it a lot more, especially with playing players that are new as well. Again, I can see why, you know, it'd be easier, but once you actually like meet people who know what they're doing, then zoning becomes hard.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Because
you
it-
just become a better zoner.
Well,
No,
I know, right?
because that's because Kaiten has given me their, and same thing with my friend Artemis. They tell me like the thing with ups and downs with zoning. If you know a person that knows what they're doing against zoners, then zoners have a lot more of a hard time fighting. Because
Okay.
again, they have moves that have more advantages against you. For example, if you put Kurogane against New, you can literally phantom pain through all her projectiles. And I mean every single one. So
Gosh.
like, essentially New only becomes she's only able to attack in close range. Her actual like physical attacks and not her blades. And then same thing with Akatsuki as well. Akatsuki could just jump, parry, and then get the frame advantage to start like basic hitting. Which is why I'm saying, again, zoning, it's easier in the beginning, but later it gets hard.
Yeah, I think that's whenever you like start to move towards another character and then maybe revisit one. Because I think if you really have your heart set on a zoner, then like that's who you're gonna play, right? This
Yeah.
goes for any class. If you've got it in your mind that that's the character you're gonna play, that I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit more hard-headed. If I've got it in my mind, this is the character that I'm gonna use. That's the character that I'm gonna use. I played Anji Mito through every single patch. If that tells you anything, I'm willing to wait for a character to be good.
so oh, go ahead.
But I think with zoning, especially kind of like what Crow was going off of, there's a lot of room for error because those moves are not meant to be spammed, right? They're not meant to be overused and abused. They're definitely meant to be used kind of frugally. So I think it matters kind of what someone's course of action would be with that character later on as they get less towards the beginner stage of something and more towards the almost intermediate, almost. But that's my take on it.
Okay, I think that the main reason that I feel zoners are harder than like rushdown is that if you play the zoner, then it's your job to keep someone out the whole game, and then there's a chance if they do get in, you might just lose. You know, whereas if you're the
True.
rushdown player, it's your job to get in, and no matter how many times they keep you out, you have that chance of if I get in once, I could win.
And then too, you have to make them not play. That's the thing. Your goal as a rushdown in Shoto, you cannot let them do what they want.
Yeah.
It's a gamble. It really is.
It really is. Us, you know, the zoner life is not, you know, is not one for the faint of heart.
Again, if you're
It's not
smart
an
about
easy
it, again, if you're smart about it and have the patience, you can make zoners literally beat rushdowns too, because you know what advantages you have, and again knowing your opponent as well.
Yeah.
Like over time.
Yeah, if you know when
Yeah.
they're gonna jump, when they're gonna dash, when they're gonna do their anti-projectile move or whatever, like you got it. You can just keep them out.
Yeah. Again, that's the thing with zoners as well. It requires a lot more patience, which is why you can't. Again, over time, once you learn everything about the character, the zoner, like the character you're playing as, but also your counters as well.
Yeah.
Because knowing your counter characters is so important. And
So
again,
maybe
this
it
could be
goes to, like,
said.
type AB.
Yeah, again, this can be said about any character. Like knowing your counters you can make anything work once you like know what to do, and then know your disadvantages and how you could work around it. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta work around everything.
Well, yeah,
for, like,
but
no matter
that's
what
why
kind
the
of game.
that's why the topic is which genre or archetype is best for beginners or new
Yeah.
players.
Again, for beginners, I this is where like I disagree with zoners, because again, I only can't agree with the part that when there's new players fighting each other, but when it comes to like intermediate players or even like experts as well, it's not like, you know, friendly. This is why I say that, again, learning shotos and rushdowns are like the best type to learn as a beginner, because they're basic, and especially if they had all types of range and close ranges, and something where they can go far, you know, all around balance. For example, again, Adachi, he has Azio, and he has his Vorpal Blade where he can literally just send it far away, so he has range from full screen forward, and then he also has sorry, I had a phone card there. But
like Western.
Okay. Sorry.
You're good.
But yeah, again, he and another thing too, he has close range and range, so it's like a balance between the three.
So are you saying in general you shouldn't find either a rushdown or a zoner? You should be looking towards an all-around character to learn?
Yeah,
Balance
all around
character.
character is really good.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
no, another thing too. Wait, no. This is where I get to this part with Akatsuki. Again,
Oh.
rush down. It's when you could literally, the main thing about Akatsuki, he can parry. That's his big advantage with this character. If you know how to parry, you can make anything work within the close range, and you can get in there as well. So, again, once you up in your face.
Street Fighter, where every character can parry.
Oh god. Okay, I don't know. I never played Street Fighter, so the only one I played was 2. But even then, I never really got into it, so I can't say much about it. So either way, again, Akatsuki has good tools. That's another thing too. If you have a character, a certain rushdown character or shoto that has good tools to get in there to do rushdown, then you can use that into your advantage. Again, Akihiko, Akatsuki can like basically get in there against zoners, but also get in there as well, up in your face when you're sandwiched, and then you can do many cross-up and mix-ups, even grabs or counter super if they try to counter you. That's the thing with like rushdown characters as well. You gotta think fast and on the fly.
That is true.
So you like, okay, like what knowledge can you use from knowing your opponent from like the first couple of matches? If they have this type of behavior, you know, you could do this option, and then if they do something else or they're gonna expect you to know that you're gonna do this, do a different option again. So it's on the fly. So knowing, again, having experience with your opponent, you can mix it up like based all the time, and then if you mix them up all the time and they don't know which one you're gonna go for.
You have no experience, Crow. That's
Okay, whatever. But at the same time, you can spam. This is why it works.
Okay, hold up. I just want to see what kind of fuse I'm about to blow off real quick. Okay, so what about grapplers? How do you
grapplers. No, I hate grapplers.
Everybody should pick up a grappler.
Here's the thing.
Everyone should pick up a grappler. Not at the beginning, but I think
No, eventually you can, but as a starter, no, you don't know what you're doing.
No one should ever, beginner, intermediate, or expert, pick up a grappler.
you're just born grappling. If you aren't born grappling, you're not a grappler.
The thing about grapplers is
You're
that
trying to say Bowser as well? Bowser's a grappler?
yeah, he is a grappler.
Yeah, Bowser's a grappler.
He is.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Do you know how many times I've had that freaking Bowser throw me off of a stage and belly flop me onto the void below?
9?
Too many.
Too many.
More than 9.
It's
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I would say he's a grappler, but the problem with grapplers and why I would say they're bad for beginners is because in every fighting game they lose like every matchup. Like
Well,
they're
they've
hard to
always
play.
beat me.
They rely on fear. Here's the thing. You have to
I
know
guess
how to
that's true.
abuse fear if you're
They
gonna
can
play a grappler.
smell the fear.
You
Yeah.
have to be able to smell the fear before you can
They
give
can
other people
smell
fear.
the fear.
It's true. But they've always
Is it
got
like
bad movement.
Okay, it's like
They're
a
always-
vampire. You have to be bitten before you can do it yourself.
A vampire.
Grapplers are just the vampires of the FGC.
You
I
can't be a
see.
grappler till you get SPD'd by Zangief.
That is certainly.
Until you get suplexed, you yourself are not able to be a grappler.
That's a way to put it. A vampire. You know, and well, I'm a triple I'm a quadruple vampire, I guess.
Quadruple, dang.
No.
How many
Yeah,
grapplers you be playing?
None. I've been beaten down by too many. That's what I'm talking about. I'm scarred.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. If there's nothing else to say on the character archetypes, we can move on. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I got anything.
Oh, you're good.
I got nothing.
Okay. What do we think is the fighting game with the best soundtrack? Best fighting game OST. Go ahead, Bro. Start us off.
That is not hard. That's the easiest question.
No, because I'm a music connoisseur, so this goes everywhere.
I got my music degree. Sit down.
Hey, band doesn't count.
What are you talking about? Band doesn't count.
Don't tell her band doesn't count.
I was a band director. I wasn't just sitting there listening.
Opening Pandora's box there.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Dangerous
Gotta make
territory.
Crow part of the band. Crow, you play Piccolo now.
Know, trying to find.
Oh my gosh, Crow! No, you are now a Piccolo player. See me in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Piccolo, the Burger King type player, you know.
Either way, I was an orchestra kid, so.
Oh my god.
What'd you play in the orchestra
band? I was also in the band in middle school. I did not like it. I was horrible at it.
That's why I'm able to grapple, is because I had to go outside when I wanted to play my instrument. I had to move around and march while I played.
Experience.
Okay.
That's
now mine would be BB Tag though for best soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah, it has all the good stuff, man.
Yeah, you can argue with that there.
Wait,
if that's the case,
so we're talking
Smash Ultimate.
We're talking OST, so only original songs to that game. So
which is kind of a very small.
Gosh, let me think about it. Well then, I'm trying to think. Well, can't say P4AU because those songs aren't original to that game.
Well, there are some.
I've already got my answer.
And again, they're also actually no. I think Arena actually has a good fair amount of original songs.
Yeah, there's a few original.
Yeah, because everyone has new themes like Junpei, Yukari, Mitsuru, Akihiko, and no, that's true. They all have their own themes.
Yeah.
So because everyone has one. So like Yusuke, Chie, Margaret, every single one has their own theme. So that's what I say. Like Arena's fair.
Yeah. And I say remixes count if the remix is from the fighting game.
Arena. What would I say? Gosh, probably the good old Under Night. Honestly, they got some bangers in there.
Under Night's a great.
They got some bangers in there.
Yeah, I can't even argue.
You know, especially the new, especially Uniclear's opening.
Oh man,
banger. Yeah.
My pick is definitely Killer Instinct 2013.
Ooh, you know another one is Guilty Gear.
Yeah, Guilty Gear Strive.
Well,
or Exert.
Yeah. Well, you know, multiple Guilty Gears.
I've been liking the second Guilty Gear OST recently.
They got a lot of bangers.
Nice.
But yeah, Strive got the bangers, honestly.
Strive has a lot, yeah.
They really do. People hate, but you can't deny. Some of them are really good.
Nice.
I can't lie. But yeah. That'd probably be my pick, either Uni or Guilty Gear.
Okay.
I'm actually on the same boat with Timeless.
Uni or Guilty Gear?
Yeah, Uni and Guilty Gear.
Oh my gosh, he was going off about how he had his own thing, and it's right back with the rest of us.
Yeah. No, like for me, I agree because Uni has a very good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's catchy. It's catchy too. That's the thing. It's catchy.
It is.
Which is why I give Uni a lot of credit for soundtrack because it gets you into it. For example, Akatsuki's theme, solid. And then you go to Hyde's theme, it's like, you know, that upbeat heroic theme, and you know your typical it's kind of funny. Your stereotypical like shonen hero, but again, it gets into it in that genre, especially if you like that type of genre. Again, nothing too. The character selection screen has literally that is the best song out of Uni.
It's good.
Hands down.
Don't
It is
forget the
good.
like remixes where they or mashups where they incorporate like 2 themes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those are always really good.
Oh yeah. The versus themes.
I
Yeah,
love that
versus
you can
are
always
so good.
tell. You can always tell it's a Uni song by the octave piano. Like you hear the
Yep.
piano playing an octave,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's Uni.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True that.
All right, how about you, Church?
Nope, those are mine. I would say Under Night. I have a hot
Man.
take. I don't care for Stripe's OST.
I had to disagree.
I know. Here's my thing.
Damn.
Here's the thing. Music is very subjective. That style of music, that kind of rock, is not for me. I don't like it. There are
Yeah.
some themes that I do like. I really like Ramlethal's theme from it. But like
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
I really like the Guilty Gear, the second game. It's
Accent
so
Core.
good. It's
What
so
about-
good. And I'm just not a fan of Strive. I just don't care for it.
What about Disaster of Passion?
And no.
Do it. And Potemkin's theme,
Breaking my
No.
heart.
Ito's
I-
theme,
I
Biken's
don't like.
theme.
Here's another thing. I don't like whenever fighting game tracks have lyrics to them.
Oh, I need
it
the
really
I
lyrics.
have
throws
to
me off.
disagree.
I need the
I know
lyrics.
it does, but for me personally, like, my brain can't listen to words and focus on what I'm doing at the same time. My brain
Yeah.
says no, thank you. I can do one or
But-
the other, and if I like the lyrics, because I'm more musically trained, I'm going to be focusing on that, and I'm going to be focusing on like I've got this really bad tick where I can like listen to a song, and the second I start listening to it, my brain tries to put it into a meter, and then it's, well, what are the beats that this is going in on? What's this going on at? What point is the lyrics coming in? There's too much for me to mentally digest there in terms of music for me to be able to make it become white noise. And if I'm not able to make that music become white noise, I'm not going to get the progress that I want in my game. And that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I need the lyrics. I need it.
Lyrics makes it stand out. For example, Yuzu's theme has lyrics, right?
Whose?
Yuzu's?
Uses. No.
No.
No, I forget what it was called, but it's like I forgot. Hold up, I had to like really think of the song. It's I know it's a BB tag as well, but it has lyrics.
But like, keep in mind, I also use like a custom playlist for stream to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Something actress.
That's true.
I forgot what it's called.
Well, like all the Ruby songs.
Actress
in
again,
Tag
current
have
code?
vocals.
Yeah.
That one?
Wait, no, I don't know. I had to see. I had to like log on to BB tag and see. I don't remember.
Well, I guess I'm the only one who's not gonna pick Uni. So yeah, my pick's definitely
Damn.
Killer Instinct. Uni's great, but
Killer
Killer Instinct 2013, that soundtrack is it's so good. Everyone should play that game.
AI.
I got a shield for that game.
Ah, yes, the KI.
Dude, have you ever played KI? Has anyone played KI?
Oh, wait,
I
hold
have
on, real
not.
quick.
I have.
found
I
it,
don't
found it.
remember.
Real
what
quick,
I played.
I found it. Unknown actor. That one.
Oh, that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually, so the intro is so good that I wanted to add it to my playlist. It came on stream one time, words came in, and I took it off immediately.
Oh,
Like, I like the song. It's not that I don't like it, because like there's a place and a time for that, and I like it elsewhere, not there. It's kind of like last week, my stream didn't work, right? And so we had to make a tier list of BB Tag songs instead of me playing BB Tag. And so Shadow World came up. I can't stand Shadow World in BB Tag. I like it as a song elsewhere. In
It's
BB
just-
Tag,
it's
I hate that
unfitting.
song in Tag.
Damn.
It's unfitting. That's the thing. It's very unfitting.
Like,
with,
I like the song. I respect the song. It's got its place. I like it in Persona. I think it's a great song in Persona. If that song comes up in BB Tag, my like focus is immediately gone the second that harmonica comes in. Harmonica comes in, church
Yeah,
leaves.
I
freaking harmonica,
instantly hear that song.
Okay, look, okay, I get it, but it's just, again, the tone of the music is really what it is to you. It's a tone. If it doesn't match, like, fighting spirit, then you obviously become
No,
unfocused.
because I listen to jazz music too, right? And like I listen to some pretty weird, obscure jazz. It's just my brain is able to
I mean,
make that
jazz
white
works
noise.
in fighting game. Look at Yakuza Kiwami. That whole.
But I'm listening to
fighting with
Animal
Jazz.
Crossing while I'm playing Street Fighter, man.
I mean, okay, look, Animal Crossing is spinning me because Smash Bros. The stage, it matches its area, its theme.
Not 5 o'clock, Animal Crossing New Horizons. 4 o'clock, if you know, you know. 4 o'clock is a jam.
4 a.m.
I do
Oh,
not
sorry,
know.
4 a.m.? 4 a.m. is so good. 4 a.m. is the best Animal Crossing song. Random side tangent, but it's good. It's good.
I do not know. I'm in the category of those who don't know.
Yeah, I think part of it is just knowing like who you are as a player and what you react to best. Because there was a time, and like TehDompie could vouch for this, where I was like in a training arc where I needed to get used to outside noise for tournaments. Like other noise other than like the in-game noise. I was like, I need to be able to focus without being able to hear in-game sound. So there was a like good summer chunk where all we did was listen to Spotify, and I was listening to my personal playlist while playing the game. That way I could have like as much stimulation thrown at me at one time to make sure that I could function. But that's not how I want to play the game casually.
No, for me, this is where, like, again, this is where with me, I didn't get to finish actually real quick, but Guilty Gear, I love like rock and metal. Again, because you.
I do too. I just don't like it there.
No,
Hold
here's
on,
is
man,
where it
let him
gets the reason why in my case. If you play Call of Duty Zombies, I mean like Black Ops 1 and 2, you can jam out and get super focused, even when like the lyrics, and you can like go with like the movement. So that's why, again, that's like why I like lyrics in like video game soundtracks.
That's once again just like knowing who you
Depends
are
on
as
what
a
you're
player
playing.
and knowing what you like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like for
Depends on what
example,
you're playing and all
for
that.
me, I play like some of the songs from Call of Duty Zombies while I'm playing BB Tag. It makes me like focused, attentive, and also like prepared, and then I'm ready to go in and just rock things. So that's how I get into my move. Even when like I'm struggling, okay, like I could go back, I can do this. So it's like just makes me like hyped up, and then like even if I mess up, I know I have the motivation with the song, which is why like again rock really gets me going when it comes to fighting games. Which is why like I put, and then too, like some games that sound like very cool themes, I put it to Under Night. But another thing too, I guess is why I'm a little bit biased towards like Guilty Gear as well. I love like metal and rock. Those are like my favorite things, and that's something I grew up with, even with like again Call of Duty Zombies when I played it as a kid. So yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean that
True
makes
that,
sense.
man.
It makes
True
sense that
that.
it's pretty subjective to everyone. Everyone's got their own personal like what they like to listen to while they play. Does everyone have? I'm curious. Do you guys have like a specific song that gives you like a power up? Because I used to know someone who said like whenever they would listen to Megalovania while playing, they got a boost or they felt like they played better.
I have two.
actually have a
I have
song
two songs. I have two songs.
Not particularly, honestly.
Okay. Well, we'll start with Church and we'll go around.
So it's a Guilty Gear song. The song that lately I've just absolutely loved fighting to is The Man from Guilty Gear 2 Overture. It is so good. It enters with like a harpsichord, it kind of builds up to it, and then it's just pretty heavy rock, but it's very motivating. I think it's really good. I also like whenever songs kind of pull in from like church organs and that kind of thematic stuff. I think that's great. I think it's really cool.
Okay.
So that's been like my go-to lately.
Okay. Nice. Okay. How about you, Crow? What are you two?
Okay, so one's for sure. Okay, the first one I'm gonna go with Hero from Ruby. That gets me like pumped up, and it gives me a power up. That song
Nice.
is so good. It is so good. It's definitely one of my favorite songs to listen to give me a power up or like motivation. And another one too. This goes back to like Call of Duty Zombies, but Beauty of Annihilation. That one also gets me going too. Like gives me a strong power up because it starts off slow and then it picks up, and then thus when beginning of the match it starts off slow. Every part starts off slow, and then it picks up later, and then it gets intense, which is why it goes with my speed from like okay, as soon as I play this song and I start the match, it goes with the tempo. So yeah, that's like with me. And then Hero is like like my big breather song, but also like gives me like strength in a way. It motivates me a lot. And that's the thing too. I love listening to like music whenever playing like fighting games because I honestly I don't listen to fighting game soundtracks whenever I'm playing fighting games.
Yeah.
I play my own music.
Well, I mean that's fair. Yeah.
It sets the mood whenever I'm in, so this is why like again, those two are like my go-to like power-up music.
Okay. Nice. How about you, Timeless? You have one?
Well, not really. I just really God, I don't really listen to much music when I play fighting games. It's mostly when I play fighting games, I'm hanging out with the fellas talking mad shit. So that's
gotcha.
really what I.
I was like, I don't have time to listen to the music.
Nah, I mean, yeah. I just spit hot venom. What can I say?
Spit hot.
But yeah, no, man. Anything from Guilty Gear or Persona or those Ruby soundtracks. Those get me going though, for real. That stuff gets me. That makes me pop off.
Nice.
Do you guys have to listen to like the in-game audio when you play it, like the hit effects and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, of course. Because I need sound cues.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you do play off of sound cues. Because
Yeah,
there's some people who just like turn that shit off.
Yeah, no, like I know some people do that for me, but I need sound cues to know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
I don't really
Especially
play
like
with-
certain lines, you get used to certain lines, and you're like, you know what your instinct is to do. For example, Gauntlet Hades, you gotta block up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really do that. I don't really play with sound cues, honestly. I just memorize my combos, honestly.
Most humans, your average human at least, can react to sound faster than they can react to visual stimulus. And so there's a lot of moves that are actually like silent. Like Ryu's overhead, it doesn't make a sound because it's even though it's slow, it's harder to react to while it's silent.
Doesn't make a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
weird
some
stuff like
characters
that.
do have that.
Yeah, I get that. I do need sound. I feel like I can't. I struggle without sound.
Yeah, I need sound cues, which is why I put like in a balance. Well, I mean, actually no, I lied. I play with the music full blast, but I also had the music loud, the game loud enough, even when I have the music playing.
Bro, spare your ears. Take care of your eardrums.
Don't
Protect your
worry,
ears.
I haven't had an ear infection in like 10 years.
That's not the concern.
Nah, I'm good. I don't care if I go deaf.
I do.
That would be a concern right there.
All right. Well, we can wrap this up soon. If anyone has any other like little small topics that we want to jump through really quick, like I know, Crow, do you want to talk about why you like short people?
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Oh yeah, this was something that
Okay.
was in the original podcast that didn't get
That's-
a say.
Yeah,
Always.
this is true.
It's always
Speaking of
hot.
which, the very first recording of the podcast, we could consider that a lost episode.
It's the lost
the
tapes.
lost,
Unfortunately,
the
yeah.
lost SCE files.
Rip.
But yeah, okay. I mean, for me, I love short people. They're cute. And they're
I mean, we
so.
are adorable.
But the thing is, when you mess with them and that reaction, man, it's cute. Okay. That's why I have
we are
fun.
adorable, aren't we?
Yeah, you're adorable.
It's all of us. We're all
But
adorable, guys.
yeah, I also like calling you butts.
You like calling everyone butts. It wouldn't matter
Oh.
who it was.
I mean, I do have a
No.
nice butt.
Well, good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, or something.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Brush your teeth.
All right.
Be nice and short.
Cover your ears.